Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Moving Right Along, a Muppet movie podcast brought to you by toughpigs.com. This is often the podcast where we watch Muppet movies 2 minutes at a time and talk about them a lot. And what is true right now is that I am your host, Anthony Strand.
And I'm your other host, Ryan Rowe.
But we are not watching anything 2 minutes at a time. We watched all 27 minutes of Muppet Sing-Alongs, Muppet Treasure Island.
We watched the whole thing.
Because this is one of our between season bonus episodes. And this is the first time we've had one that tied in this closely with the movie since, I would say, Muppets Go to the Movies, right after.
I guess that's true, yeah.
Right?
Right. Yeah, there really wasn't anything like this that was directly connected to Manhattan or Christmas Carol.
Right. Christmas Carol had a TV special behind
There
the
was
scenes.
a making of special.
Right,
yeah.
which we didn't, because we just kind of talked about it as the season went along.
Because we had already talked about, all the information that was in it. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And then Manhattan, kind of the closest thing is when they went on Merv Griffin, which is not really anything, you know?
Yeah.
A whole hour on Merv Griffin, which is pretty great, though. I really enjoy that appearance. But we are not talking about that. We are talking about this sing-along video, which was released on VHS on February 14th, 1996, 2 days before the movie came out in theaters.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting. So it's obviously meant to encourage people to either go see the movie in theaters or eventually buy the movie on video.
Yeah. And what we are going to find out watching this is that it is a much lower budget production than the movie.
It is, yes.
And I enjoy it. To be clear, I think this is a pretty fun little half hour. And I know listeners are going to be like, "Oh, he likes this better than the movie." No, I don't. Not really. But it is a lot shorter, so I like that about it.
Yeah, I think it seems to be aimed at a younger target audience than the movie by a little bit. Like it's not for preschoolers, but yeah, it's a little bit. I mean, just the fact, we'll get into it, but the fact that there are, I think, 3 songs in a row that are basically like rewritten lyrics of like kids, public domain nursery rhyme type songs.
Yeah, we'll get there, I guess, but I have that in my notes as public domain medley.
Yes, exactly. And this was part of a series of sing-along videos. The other ones were It's Not Easy Being Green. That one I had. And then I also had Billy Bunny's Animal Songs, which was, so It's Not Easy Being Green was just kind of Kermit in a control room introducing clips from different Muppet productions with the lyrics on the screen. Billy Bunny's Animal Songs was an original, like completely original production with all new songs. That one's also really fun.
Yes,
and haven't seen that.
That is notable for being, I believe, correct me if I'm wrong, Richard Hunt's last released work. Like, that came out in 1993, and he's all over that thing.
Last released because I guess, it was after whatever his last released Sesame Street work was.
Yeah, it must have been. I mean, it came out like a year and a half after he died.
And it seems to have, I don't have it in front of me, but for some reason, it seems like they held on to Billy Bunny for a while after they taped it before they released it. I don't know why.
Yeah.
But it's fun. And then
that is always, should also note currently as of this recording, Billy Bunny's Animal Songs is streaming on Peacock. And I have no idea why.
On Peacock. Wow. On Peacock, okay.
Yep.
Huh. But none of these other ones are, as far as because the fourth sing-along video was Things That Fly, which I don't think I've ever seen.
Right. Yeah, I've never seen it either.
Yeah, I guess we should.
Which we're gonna get into something related to that. Yeah, I'm looking at Peacock now. Billy Bunny's Animal Songs is still on there, and the You May Also Likes are like a bunch of Wiggles specials and stuff. So,
okay.
So I don't think any of the others are on there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Anyways, but this one is I believe from the same director as Billy Bunny's Animal Songs, David Gumpel, right? Didn't he direct that too? Probably.
Oh, probably. I mean, if you say it, I believe it. I did not check to make sure, but he's directed a bunch of like Muppet TV and video releases.
Yes, so he did direct all 4 of the sing-along videos.
Oh, okay. There you go.
And this is, I think, the first time we've really focused on his work, but he directed the Muppet Vision 3D pre-show, which we both like.
Right.
We both like quite a bit. Some of the play-along videos. My beloved Muppets on Wheels, featuring the Jackhammer Rap, a song I'm obsessed with.
Not surprising that the guy who directed Things That Fly also directed Muppets on Wheels.
Muppets on Wheels, right? And but in a few years, he's going to direct Kermit's Swamp Years. That's his big one, yeah.
Yeah.
And then this is also written by Joey Mazzarino.
Yeah, have we talked about him yet on this podcast?
I doubt it.
I don't know that we've come across his work yet, just because he hasn't performed in any of these movies yet, I don't think.
I don't think he ever does.
Oh, maybe he never does. Right? You might be right.
He's gonna get a screenwriting credit on Muppets from Space.
On Muppets from Space, yeah, but maybe not as a performer. Wow, because that's crazy though, because he was all over Muppet stuff in the 90s and aughts and especially on Sesame Street.
Right. And at this time in 96, he was a writer and performer on Sesame Street.
Right.
Some years later, he would become the head writer for
Exactly. Yes. Right.
But I couldn't find confirmation that they shot this in New York, but they must have.
Because I think based on some of the performers who are involved, that we know to be New York-based performers who often work on Sesame Street, like Marty Robinson, right? He's in this.
Marty Robinson. Peter Linz was kind of only a Sesame guy back then,
right?
As far as the Muppets go. Carmen Osbar is credited, and John Kennedy.
Right. So, I'm pretty sure. I was wondering if they shot this in the Henson Company carriage house, but I was not able to. It's not in the list of known productions at the carriage house on Muppet Wiki.
Sure. And we should say that the other credited puppeteers here are Steve Whitmire, Bill Beretta, Kevin Clash, Jerry Nelson, Camille Bonora, who we'll get into more, and notably not Dave Goelz.
That's true. Yeah.
He is not.
I hadn't actually thought about that, but yeah.
We do hear his voice because we have a couple songs from the movie here.
Right.
But he did not appear in any of the new material. So
I wonder if he wasn't available. It's not surprising that Frank Oz didn't show up for this, but
no, right.
Yeah, that could go a long way toward explaining why the video is mostly just Kermit and the three pirates from the movie.
Right. They couldn't use Gonzo and Rizzo. I mean, they could have used Rizzo.
Well, they could have used Rizzo, but
But anyway, so what happens? It does open with your beloved Muppet Sing-Along's theme song.
I do like this song.
Sung by Kermit. You were very excited to talk about it, so tell me why.
I hear the clock go bing and bong. The time is right to sing along. I don't know. It's just fun.
It's very catchy.
And it reminds me of It's Not Easy Being Green and Billy Bunny's Animal Songs. And then the part at the very end where the title comes up, like there are two raccoons holding a bass drum. They hit the bass drum and the title appears on the head of the drum, and Kermit does his little sheesh face. Mm-hmm. That's always sort of mystified me, because why is he making the sheesh face? Isn't that what they were supposed to do?
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
But I do like that the title here is just the logo of the movie, like from the opening credits.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, this is just, I mean, if you're gonna do a series of sing-along videos, you might as well start with a theme song that is fun to sing along to, and I think this one is. You just did it. I did, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so as I mentioned, they are against a backdrop of a tropical island. They are clearly in a small studio.
Yes.
With just a very, very like high school play backdrop. Which is fine. I'm not saying like it needs to be the same sets from the movie.
There's never any real greenery. It's just, it's kind of like cutouts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even later, we're going to see the ocean is just cardboard cutouts at one time.
Although that scene seems a little more technically complex.
I mean, we'll get there. But I meant like when they are sailing.
Oh, right.
When Polly goes underwater, then it's like water.
Yeah.
But all right. So speaking of Polly, we start out with just Kermit, and Kermit asks us if we're ready to sing along with some fun, happy songs, which is such a good example of how bland Kermit had gotten by this.
That's kind of what this whole video is. This is this is 90s, like this is the version of Kermit who wrote that book, One Frog Can Make a Difference.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, everything is happy and positive and encouraging and life affirming.
Yeah, right.
Which is not funny necessarily, but that's Kermit right now.
Supposed to be uplifting, I suppose.
Yeah.
But here's who is not supposed to be uplifting: the three main Muppet pirates, I should say, from Muppet Treasure Island. Kermit says, "I know you guys. You're from Muppet Treasure Island."
He saw that movie.
He saw the movie. He was in it. And then he introduces them each by a single name. He says, "You're Monty, you're Clueless, you're Polly." And then Polly says, "That's bad, Polly, to you, Frog."
Yeah, the others don't correct him, do they?
Right. They don't say Clueless Morgan. They don't say Mad Monty.
Mad Monty, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah. But I feel like they say bad Polly in this more than they do in the movie, maybe?
Yeah, in fact, when we were doing the podcast season on the movie, I found myself referring to him as Bad Polly, but then like sort of second guessing myself. Like, wait a minute, is that really his name? But then I remembered I was thinking it because of this, because I've heard him refer to himself that way from this video.
It is also, as we discussed, how he is listed in the credits of the movie.
Yeah, so I mean that confirms it. And he's pretty bad. He's a bad lobster.
He's so bad. But these guys don't want fun, happy songs, Ryan.
No, they're pirates.
They want rowdy and wild songs.
Yes.
To teach Kermit's friends out there, us, the audience, how to be rowdy, wild pirates.
Yes.
And they do that by introducing a song not about piracy, Sailing for Adventure.
Well, and then before that, I forget who says what. I think maybe Monty, I forget. Either Monty or Polly says, "You got to be mean." And then either Polly or Monty says, "You've got to be nasty." And Clueless Morgan says, "Yeah, and you must have a pleasant singing voice."
He does.
A fun little, very
cute.
Yeah, very like the Clueless Morgan that we know and love from the movie.
And then Clueless says that they're going to sing "Sailing for Your Dentures."
Yes.
Which does rhyme. It rhymes.
It does, yeah.
So I'll give him that. But then they just play the song "Sailing for Adventure" from the movie.
Yes.
And it's just the clip from the movie.
Right. A song that we covered. We don't need to go all over the entire song again now, but if listeners would like to hear us discuss the entire song, they can go back and listen to episode 5.16, which is called Bloodlust and Margaritas. That was with our guest, Jared Fairclough. And then also episode 5.17, that's called Dead Tom is a Dead Guy, with our guest, Becca Petunia.
Yes, both good eps, and I would recommend it.
Yeah.
So then we go into what I called earlier the public domain medley.
Right.
And it starts with "I'm a Little Pirate," which is, of course, "I'm a Little Teapot." And the boys talk about how there are a lot of great pirate songs. And then instead of singing any of them, they sing "I'm a Little Pirate."
Yeah, which Clueless sets up. He's singing it with Old Tom Mudwell, the Mud Bunny, and Calico. He sets it up by saying, "Okay, you ready, guys? I'm going to do the song first, and then you two do it together with him, and then I'm going to do it with you guys, and then once we've done it all together, we'll have done it."
That's what happens.
Confuses the other three guys a lot, and I have to wonder how much of that was actually scripted.
Yeah, it might just be Bill.
Yeah, just kind of going on and on.
And then they do the song "I'm a Little Pirate," and the new lyrics here are credited to Joey Mazzarino and Jim Lewis, which is the only time he's listed on the wiki for involvement in this special.
Okay.
Jim Lewis, of course, one of the old hands of Muppet writing at this time. He was one of the main guys for stuff like this. We've talked about him on the show before, and we will again. Any other thoughts about "I'm a Little Pirate"? I don't know how much we have to say about any of these.
No, I don't think so. I guess one thing I should ask you is, were you singing along with any of these songs or all of these songs as you watched this video?
I sang along with the Truffle Shuffle. We'll get there.
Oh, okay. Because I started out singing along with everything, because it's hard not to when the lyrics are on the screen, and that's the whole point of it. Sure. But at a certain point, I just kind of gave up on it.
Sure. Yeah.
Also, some of the lyrics, they pop up a little bit too late sometimes. It's hard to actually sing along if you're not familiar with the songs already.
Well, and also I would say that especially on these public domain songs, the new lyrics are not so inspired.
No, they probably didn't spend a lot of time writing them.
No. And the second one is that Mad Monty leads us in a version of There Was an Old Lady Who Swallowed a Fly, about pirates. It's called There Was an Old Pirate, of course. Yes. And when this happens, Polly does shadow puppets, which is exactly what they did on the Muppet Show when they did this song on the Judy Collins episode.
Yeah, that's so interesting. It's probably not a coincidence, right?
I'm sure it's not. I can't imagine it would be.
Yeah.
They'd land on that idea twice.
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's a shadow puppet of the pirate and then shadow puppets of all the things that he's eating.
Yeah,
as they
it's
go
the
inside
same. It's just like the sketch again.
Yeah, it's the same way they did it.
Yeah, and then that's fine. And then
I looked up the song though on the original song. There Was an Old Lady on Muppet Wiki, and I learned as Muppet Wiki says, Pete Seeger also sang this song with Oscar and the Kids on the 1974 Sesame Street album. Pete Seeger and brother Kirk visit Sesame Street. Oscar's favorite part of the song is the part in which the old lady dies. So I haven't listened to that album. I have not heard it, but
I actually own that album.
Oh, so do you remember that part?
Sure, yeah. It's just one of the songs.
They say she died, and Oscar's like, oh, wow, that's my favorite part. I love it.
I don't remember the exact line. I think I listened to the album once when I got it, which was probably 20 years ago.
Okay, that's just kind of harsh even for Oscar. Like,
I'll report in. I'll let you know. I'll see if we can record an update.
Okay, Oscar loves it when people die.
He does.
The other notable thing about that song, though, Mad Monty is sitting down on a barrel or something, and we can really see his feet much more clearly than we ever did in the movie. You get a really good shot of Monty's feet in this song.
That's true. His feet's too big too.
Yeah. They're a little big.
So the last public domain song is Old Bad Polly Had a Boat, which is, of course, Old MacDonald Had a Farm. It's real sweaty.
Yeah.
And so Polly's on a boat with some other pirates, Mr. Curly Twirly, Walleye, Pike, and I didn't write
One-Eyed Jack.
One-Eyed Jack, thank you, yes.
Yes.
And Marty Robinson plays Mr. Curly Twirly here, which is a real highlight.
Yeah.
Love to hear that. And this is the song I mentioned where the ocean set is just like cardboard scenery.
Oh, yeah, which is a
front
trick,
of and behind them.
Which is a trick they did on Sesame Street when they would need an ocean in a sketch. Just like two or three pieces of the ocean moving left and right across the screen to simulate waves. Yeah. And like I said, the song is not anything special, but the staging is kind of fun. Yeah, this is the one where I actually stopped singing along with the lyrics, so I guess it didn't take me that long.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I was just like, I don't need to sing along with this one. I noticed that they use a different font for every song, I think, in this video. So
interesting.
Somebody went to a little bit of effort there with putting the songs up on the screen, the lyrics up on the screen.
Yeah, good for them.
Yeah, just keeping things interesting.
Yes. But now Polly then falls overboard at the end of the song, falls into the ocean. And at the bottom of the ocean, he meets some clams. And this is when he gets our first truly original song in this special, which is called I'm a Rock. And it was written by Joe Carroll and Julie Picard Barkan.
Yeah.
And Joe Carroll wrote songs for a lot of Muppet stuff around this time.
Yeah, and he's the music director for this whole video.
Right. And it's not a name that I had ever thought about before. We're looking him up on Muppet Wiki today. Mm-hmm. But he wrote a lot of songs for Wobulous World of Dr. Seuss and Little Muppet Monsters, weirdly.
Yeah, Kermit Swamp Years, Telling Stories with Tommy DePaula.
Yes. So a lot of stuff.
Oh, and it also said on Muppet Wiki, he worked on Square One TV, where he, among other things, co-wrote the song 8% of My Love with Christopher Surf and Sarah Durkee, which is a great song. I don't know how many... were you a Square One kid?
I sure was.
It a little bit?
Yeah. So Square One ended in 92, I want to say. So I would have been like 7.
Yeah. I loved it. It was, I was young enough that a lot of the stuff it covered was a little bit beyond what I was actually ready to learn as far as, math concepts.
Same.
But I still love the show.
I feel like my PBS station ran it for many years
I'm
after
sure.
it ended. Though. Like, I feel like it was on through 96, 97-ish, you know?
Yeah, sure.
But I watched it a lot. We loved, my dad's a math teacher.
Oh yeah, there you go.
And it's just, it was so silly. And I mean, it was like silly jokes. Yeah. And it had Weird Al on it one time.
Yeah, he sang a song about patterns.
Patterns, yeah. Great. You love to see it.
Yeah.
I just saw the guy who played what's Kate Monday's partner named?
George Franklin.
I saw him in something not too long ago.
I do see him occasionally pop up and stuff. Yeah.
He married Buffy and Angel in that dream sequence.
That's right. Yeah. And one of the cast members of Square One,
that we have definitely discussed before, by the way.
I'm sure. One of the cast members from Square One, whose name I can't remember right now, but she was a recurring character on The Marvelous Mrs. Maisel just very recently.
Oh yeah. Well, and then that one guy was on like Deadwood and Community, and the redheaded guy.
Oh, okay.
He's been in a bunch of stuff. He was Pierce's dad on Community.
All these actors that were like, Larry, it's the guy from Square One, and then we just never remember their names.
I want to say Larry something.
Okay.
Let me see.
Larry something. Larry Square One.
Larry Square One. Larry Cedar. Larry Square One did it. Larry Cedar is the gentleman's name.
Okay.
And yeah, he did in fact play Pierce's dad on Community. I'm not misremembering. Cornelius Hawthorne. also was Leon in 24 episodes of Deadwood. Yeah. So yeah.
Oh wow. Huh.
I'm thinking of the right guy.
Yeah, cool. But my point was 8% of My Love from Square One is a good song.
Great.
Also written by Joe Carroll, co-written by Joe Carroll.
Yeah. This one, I'm a Rock, is kind of a bossa nova-ish song. A little.
Yeah, I guess so.
I mean, a little.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm a rock. He's a rock. A hard rock. I'm a rock. He's a rock. A hard rock. I don't shudder at the smell of melting butter. Yeah. Won't be no landlubber snack. Ain't a soft shell crab. Do you see an ounce of flab? I'm the roughest, toughest nut that you ever tried to crack. I'm a rock. He's a rock. A hard rock.
It's fun. It's a little too short, I think, to make much of an impression.
Yeah.
But I enjoyed it. It's fun. And then we get this bit of business where Monty and Clueless, send down a box to pull Polly back up.
Yeah, it's like a lobster trap, I guess.
Yeah.
Something like that, yeah.
And that's fun. It's well staged. It's enjoyable.
Yeah, I like the backup singing from the clams and fish.
Yeah.
And like I said, this was what I was referring to, that this seems a little more technically complicated than the rest of the special, because you see the fish are swimming around, you don't see puppeteers. Polly is swimming around, you don't see puppeteers. And then there's a shark. I think that's Marty Robinson.
I believe
you don't see the puppeteer. So they had to do some kind of, blue screen or green screen or something to make this all work.
Yes. And so they pull him up. There's a very strange scene where Polly confesses to Kermit that he became a pirate because he didn't want to disappoint his dad, which is odd, but not funny.
No. And also it doesn't, I guess the whole, as much as there's a storyline in this video, it's that these three guys are trying to teach Kermit what it's like to be a pirate.
Yeah.
So I guess it's part of that, but I was sort of expecting Polly's dad to show up or something, but that doesn't happen. It's just this little cathartic moment for Polly, and then it's gone.
Yeah.
Then it's done.
Yeah. And then they hear a strange noise, and it turns out that it's the sound of the boars who are looking for their favorite food, truffles.
Yes.
So this one was written by Joe Carroll also, and Peter Thom. And this is, I think this is the best thing in this special. I really do. I think it's so fun.
I actually think it's the worst of the original songs.
That rules.
To me, this one just kind of plods along, and there's if I knew more about music, I don't know, music theory and music composition, but there is nothing to kind of latch onto as far as a hook or a chorus to sing along with. It's just kind of, I don't know. I don't know how to articulate it, but
yeah, sure. So that makes sense. The song really is nothing special.
Yeah.
it's like kind of a calypso song, kind of, but not really.
Yeah.
But here's what I love about it. I don't love Jerry Nelson's Caribbean accent. That's not great. But I do love that Marty Robinson plays a guy named Big Snort.
Big Snort is fun. I do like Big Snort.
Big Snort is a boar with a very distinguished mid-Atlantic accent for indiscernible reasons, and I'm obsessed with him, and I love him.
Yeah, most of these boar puppets look familiar from the movie, but I don't know if we saw Big Snort as one of the island boars. I mean, maybe we did, and because there's so many of them.
If we did, I think he just like had different headdress on.
Yeah,
or,
and
whatever.
He just blended in with the crowd, but he's a cool looking puppet.
Right, but so we have Kevin Clash as Spam, we have Marty Robinson as Big Snort, we have Jerry Nelson as a Caribbean accented pig, and we have Steve Whitmire as Wembley.
This completely crazed boar who just like kind of pops up and screams.
Yes, but his voice, mannerisms, and body language are all Wembley exactly.
There's a rumble in the jungle, a roar you can't ignore.
And these words that twist your tongue
make you sing with the mighty boar. Wiki wiki chaka chaka bugga wugga boo. Boop boppa winga whack rinky dinky doo.
Sing the truffle hunting shuffle with the wild and woolly boar.
Sing along, make a biggie noise. It's kind of like a snore.
Yeah, well, it also reminded me of Steve Whitmire's member of The Extremes, the singing group on the Jim Henson Hour. But that's a deeper cut. But yes, Wembley for sure.
Well, and especially there's a few moments where he's just kind of like, you know, which is very like Wembley when he's excited about the Weeba Beast or whatever.
Oh, yeah.
And there's also a moment where this character like zips out of the frame in a very Wembley-esque fashion.
Yeah.
And of course, I mean, like we talk about Steve Whitmire using that voice a lot for all kinds of things.
Yeah, he has made jokes about it himself.
Yeah. So it's not like Wembley is the only other time, but it's just like he pops up and I'm like, oh, it's my buddy. There he is. I'm so glad.
I forget what event it was. There's a recording out there somewhere of some kind of panel where he has a puppet on his hand and he's doing that voice for the puppet, and then he's like, "Hi, I'm Rizzo, Wembley, and Bean."
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah,
love that.
I was gonna say, Spam. They do not name him, so I wonder if when they shot this, they were still not sure how the lawsuit
was going to turn
with Hormel was going to turn out. Yeah, so they're just like, he has a name, but don't say it. He's just a pig.
Yeah. Interesting. But so, anyways, before the next song, the pirates decide to dress Kermit up like a pirate, and before he gets into his final outfit, he just does a fashion show with Polly.
It's like one of those fashion show montages in a rom-com. They just put him in different outfits, and then they comment on those outfits.
Yeah, I kind of like that. I enjoyed that.
He comes out in a Carmen Miranda look.
Yep.
Classic. I know your kids like the Carmen Miranda shtick in all cartoons.
Miles loves when Daffy dresses like Carmen Miranda in Yankee Doodle Daffy. Yeah.
Yeah. And then he comes out dressed as sort of a more stereotypical pirate, but he says it's too mean. So again, this is
that nice Kermit.
Yeah, milquetoast Kermit. Like, no, I can't be dressed in a normal pirate costume. It's too mean. And then he basically comes out wearing his Captain Smollett uniform.
And that's the thing. He just dresses like him. At the end. But then the next song is called Real Pirate. And as we discussed yesterday, I believe you and I misremembered this video as having Professional Pirate in it.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
And I think this is why, because it has this song called Real Pirate, which is not similar to Professional Pirate at all.
No.
But a quote girl pirate, which is the only name she ever gets.
Yeah.
Comes out to sing about how to be a real pirate. And it's Camille Bonora.
Yeah.
And it's great to hear her.
It sure is. And it just kind of brings I think the energy level spikes in this special when she showed up.
She is. So we should say Camille was kind of one of the main, certainly like the main female performer for a few years in the late 80s,
a decade, right? I would say. Yeah.
Yeah. She's one of the little Muppet monsters. You can probably tell me which. Boo.
Molly, I guess. Yeah.
And she was Jojo the dog, our beloved Jojo the dog.
On Secrets of the Muppets. Yes.
Yeah. And all over the Jim Henson Hour. She did a lot of stuff on that show.
Yeah. And she did a lot on Sesame Street, too.
Right. But this is actually, according to Muppet Wiki, her second to last credit in a Henson production.
Yeah,
this was like an episode of Wobulous World.
Okay, this was like right around the time she walked away from the Muppets, I guess.
Yeah. But I think she's great here. She's
is
doing this very bad British accent.
Yes, like
but
a Cockney.
Like you say, the energy is just top notch. Like,
yes.
So this is this is a standout too. It's just fun. It's just like enjoyable to see.
Yeah, and she's convincing. It has a good message. It's feminist because she's convincing all the other pirates that she can be a pirate just as well or better than they can.
Yeah, it's great.
I can batten down the hatches. I can hoist the flag. Haul the anchor up and coil the rope without a snag. Fight when fighting's needed and make the loudest noise. Arg! 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 If it's daring, I desire it. I'm a pirate, got it, boys? I'm a real pirate from me boots up to me hat. I'm a real pirate. Hey, me lads, you got a problem with that? I love adventure, that's the life for me. I'm a real pirate and I love to sail the sea. She loves to sail the sea.
This one was written by Dave Kinoin. I guess that's how you pronounce it.
That's what I would guess. Yeah.
His other credits on Muppet Wiki include Billy Bunny's Animal Songs, again, The Animal Show, The Wobulous World of Dr. Seuss, and Bear in the Big Blue House. And he's also written some songs for Disney sing-along videos. They did a Disney sing-along video series as well. So
yes, and if he wrote, let's see. Now I'm looking. I gotta check. I'm clicking on it. He did, in fact, write Jack Hammer Rap, a video that I show in kindergarten every year after we read Goodnight Construction Site.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Did we talk about Julie Picard Barkin?
I don't think we did. We mentioned her name.
Wrote the lyrics of I'm a Rock. There's not a lot about her online at all, but in just doing a Google search of her name, I found that she wrote at least 3 Barbie books, including one called I Love Puppies with an exclamation point, and one called I Love Kitties with an exclamation point.
Great. Love it. I love to see it.
Yeah. Barbie loves puppies and kitties, and Julie Picard Barkin was the one who put pen to paper to tell us that.
Yeah. Love to see it. So then after Real Pirate, though, we move on to, they talk about how, like, sometimes you get cabin fever when you're a pirate. That's when you go crazy. And then they show the song Cabin Fever, which, again, we already hashed this out on the podcast. We don't need to do it again.
Correct. Oh, I did not write down which episodes we talked about.
So this is, 5.23 with our guest Matthew Soberman.
Oh, okay.
And 5.24 with our guest Eric Adams.
I'm so glad you had that information on hand.
Yes. So you can go listen to all those. I didn't write down the titles. I actually just wrote down minutes 45 through 48. But
yeah, there you go.
So they do Cabin Fever and everyone loves it and all that.
Yeah, they cut out a few seconds of it near the end, which I'm not really sure why. Although those few seconds are instrumental, so maybe they thought that would be pointless in a sing-along video.
Yeah.
That's probably why.
But then finally, the boys tell Kermit that he should be a pirate so he can be cruel and unfriendly and nasty. And Kermit's all like, nah, you should be kind instead.
He says, there's good in each and every one of us. And if we all try our best to be good, kind, and thoughtful, then it'll be a better place for everybody.
Yes. And then he sings another original song by Dave Kinoin, Let the Good Shine Out, which is, it's marimba heavy.
Well, I was going to classify it as ska. It's 1996. This is kind of right on the borderline of the big ska explosion in American pop music.
True. So this is a little deep cut. It's not a deep cut for you and me, but it is, I think, in general. It sounds a little bit like Sweet Vacation from the Jim Henson Hour.
Oh, I could, yeah.
Reminds me a little bit of that. It's not as good, but it's not bad. It's pleasant.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Especially like given how bland Kermit's intro to it is. It is actually quite catchy and fun and entertaining.
Yeah.
Let the good shine out, shine for you and me. If everybody let the good shine out, how bright the world would be. Come on, guys, join in.
Let the good shine out.
Oh, yeah.
Join in Jubilee.
Great.
If everybody let the good shine out, we live in harmony.
The boars are very into it too. We don't see a lot from the pirates like dancing and singing along. We get a little bit, I think, but the boars are very like they love dancing to the song.
They love it. They're into it.
Yeah.
And then the boys think about becoming good, but they decide not to. They decide to stay mean. And then Kermit says goodbye. The end. And that's the end.
Yeah, that's pretty much. That's it.
It's kind of it. So that's Muppet Sing-Alongs, Muppet Treasure Island. I think it's fun. I'm glad it exists. You know,
yeah.
It's not like it's not necessary. It's not, you know, it's not Muppets Go to the Movies.
Right, but it is fun to have this as a thing on the periphery of Muppet Treasure Island. Like if every Muppet movie had at least one thing like this, that would be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
So you heard it here first. Listeners, I love Muppet Sing-Alongs : Muppet Treasure Island.
Anthony loves it.
It's my favorite movie. It's my favorite thing the Muppets made in the 1990s. No, it's not. It's not. But it is pretty fun. So, I don't know. Watch this. It's only 27 minutes long. You get to save whatever it is, 73 minutes of your time from watching the movie. So,
as opposed to, yeah, that's true.
So there you go. Any other thoughts, Ryan?
Yeah, you know, I'm going through my notes to see if we there's not a lot to talk about because like some of these are public domain, and well, I did write down that the girl pirate says she has to go because she's late for her 3:30 keel hauling.
Yeah, which is pretty wild.
Yeah, funny, but also, yeah, we talked about what keel hauling was on the season of the podcast. It was like a very brutal, torturous act of punishment in the sailing ship days. So this girl pirate is maybe not quite as friendly and chipper as she seems.
She seems right. And that puppet is also, we didn't talk about this. I think she's Merlin's assistant from the Jim Henson Hour from those.
Oh, she definitely
Rolf plays
looks,
Merlin.
The puppet is definitely familiar. Yeah. Like we've seen it somewhere else.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's Muppet Treasure Island. That's a wrap on Muppet Treasure Island. We're going to be back sometime with Muppets from Space. Yeah.
We don't have any other bonus episodes to do as far as we know. So
right. So the next time that you see us, Gonzo will be boarding Noah's Ark.
Or attempting to.
Yeah, he won't. Spoiler, he doesn't get to do it.
Oh.
Salieri doesn't let him on.
Poor guy.
Yeah, so that's the next time you'll hear from us. We'll be back someday.
Other than on the other Tough Pigs podcast, 70 Years, 70 Muppets.
Yes, which we have both been on multiple times.
Yes, the entire Tough Pigs team is taking turns hosting episodes of that, and both of us have hosted episodes, and we'll host a few more episodes.
Yes, and I think both of us have. Well, no, I know both of us have also been in episodes hosted by others. So
yes, that's true.
Yeah, so we are just around. I've said this, I think, on our show already, but I love that podcast. I think it's so much fun. Like, not just my episodes, whatever. I made those. I don't mean to brag. I just mean like the whole thing, like Jared is running the show and he's doing such a good job of like getting us all to kind of do our best. You know, we're just kind of like all throwing out whatever we can. And
and everybody's
silly. We're just
doing it in their own style and just, And the fact that it's just every episode is just like, here's a Muppet character, do something with this Muppet character, like talk about it in some way. It's just, I have loved seeing what all my creative, fellow Tough Pigs have come up with.
Right.
Yeah, it's a lot of great stuff.
Yeah, and the newest episode as we're recording was Joe the Legal Weasel, which you're in. That's a Jared episode. And that was nuts. That was fun.
I don't know how much time Jared must have spent editing that.
Yeah, it's really impressive.
Yeah.
So there you go, listeners. You heard it here first. Muppet Treasure Island is my favorite movie, and Jared is my favorite boss. All right. We'll be back soon. Until then, though, listeners, you can find that podcast. You can check the Muppet Fan Podcast with toughpigs.com feed to see what's going on there. They just recently finished season 2 on Fraggle Talk Classic. So there's a lot of Tough Pigs podcasts. You can also read toughpigs.com. We are posting articles all the time, including Fraggle Rock reviews. And in the meantime, you can follow us. You can follow Tough Pigs on all manner of social media. You can follow Ryan on Blue Sky at me, Ryan Rowe. Yes, that's still true.
Yep.
You can follow Ryan on Blue Sky at me, Ryan Rowe. You can follow me on Blue Sky at Durwood Clapper. I'm not on there all that much as I used to be, but I'm every once in a while. Follow me if you want to see something sometimes. You can follow Ryan on Letterboxd at Movies Are Neat and me on Letterboxd at Zeppo Marxist. And we will be back someday to see if this looks familiar, vaguely familiar. Goodbye.
Bye. Let the good shine out.